Welcome to Fieldsports Britain. Coming up, we've got details of our big Christmas survey competition. Win huge prizes. We've got news, we've got hunting YouTube, we've got Hallo Charlie full of festive cheer. First, sporting shooter editor Dom Holtam's out after our Christmas goose. They are a gift from above just in time for Christmas, but a right pain in the backside for Andy. He's getting up to 150 Canaders visiting the farm pond every day, and they need to be moved on. Dom's been waiting for an excuse to test out the Browning A5 semi-auto in mossy oak camo with the Winchester blindside shot. And a damp, mild December morning is our chance.
Andy's got some Canaders on his little pond. Morning, Andy.
Dominic.
So we're gonna have another crack, and also it's an excuse to have a play with the latest A5 from Browning, 3.5 inch, chambered for magnum loads, and also latest clever cartridge from Winchester called Blindside, or Blind Man, as David so kindly called it when he saw it in my capable hands. This is a specific waterfowl load. One of the problems we always talk about with steel shot is that you get great velocity, great penetration, but you don't get an awful lot of energy dispersal in the bird itself because the steel shot doesn't expand. And this is kind of designed to remedy that problem. It's got square shot called hex shot.
Now, many people have said that Canaders are awful eating, but it would seem a huge waste if these birds didn't end up on someone's plate. Crow sets up Dom in a hide, but what does he anticipate they'll do?
If they come in and lay in that sort of end of the pond well, we'll be a bit snookered, but we'll see. We should know after the first game, but they should come round. I've been watching them come round, come across in front of us here and land out in front here, so hopefully, like I said to Dom, let them come in a bit, he can shoot the back ones and give me a bit of a chance to clear up as they go out. So, famous last words. So
Yeah,
I just hope you've got a turkey for Christmas. Don't bang on a goose.
I've got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
What time is it at the moment?
The time now is about nearly 10 to 7.
What time did they come in yesterday?
Yesterday they come in at 20 to 8, and usually you can tell the time by them. They've been coming in between 10 to 7 and 10 past 7 every morning finished. But yesterday morning I was panicking a bit. I was on the phone to Dom and they hadn't come in at 7:30, so I was panicking a bit because David's been
40 minutes he was on the phone to me going, "Ain't any geese, there's not any geese, there's not any geese."
But they did come in the end at 20 to 8.
So we've only got about an hour in the hide then this morning.
Hopefully not that long. Hopefully not that long. So we better get the hide up.
Right, come on then.
They might come early again today.
Make a fool of us.
Make a fool of us. Yeah.
Although we can't see it in this light, 150 big birds need a lot of feeding, and they are making a dent in his young crops.
They were on a neighbour's. They grazed off about, must have been 15, 20 acres of wheat. They grazed it off to mud, and he put bangers up, and they pushed them down to the river. We've had a bit of flooding, so we're down the river on the grass down there, but they've just moved in on this bloody pond, and yeah, like I say, they sit on here. They come in here first thing in the morning, just hop over a fence and go out and graze in the rope. I've got more geese going out on my rope than I have pigeons at the moment.
Certainly can't complain for payload. 3.5 inch shell. It's got 1 5/8 ounce, which is what, about 45 grams or so of steel. Square-sided steel. Which is apparently like being hit by tumbling bricks, according to the literature. Sounds pretty unpleasant to me.
Dom and Crow are ready and try and coordinate their shooting.
Two down. Yeah.
3 geese fall. Unfortunately, one falls belly up. It puts the wind up the incoming skeins.
There's some excellent geese and some awful shooting. Came in a bit lower. Andy's dropped one just there. We've got one just on the way out, just over in the field. Considering the amount of lead fired into the air, steel fired into the air, rubbish really. It's fast and furious, and there are enough birds down to keep everyone happy. we weren't quite in the right spot. I'm going to blame Crow for that, and he'll blame my shooting for being rubbish, and then we'll probably start talking again sometime in the new year when he's got something else to do.
I usually no idea.
Doesn't matter.
Crow's a bit disappointed that we didn't get more birds, but remember, a goose is not just for Christmas. Easter's just round the corner. Good shooting there by Dominic, and someone else whose goose is cooked, whose fat is fried. It is, of course, David on the Fieldsports Channel News Stump.
This is Fieldsports Channel News. Grouse shooting is to feature in the Christmas special of Downton Abbey. Alnwick Castle is renamed Brancaster Castle for the programme, and the filming of the shoot took place there in July and August 2014. Fans of the series will want to know that Rose's father-in-law, Lord Cinderby, has rented out Brancaster and invited the Crawley family to a shooting party. A game meat initiative in Denmark has captured the public imagination. Called Hunter's Christmas and set up by Danish hunter Kasper Svenningsson and his girlfriend Camilla Nielsen, it supplies game meat to the needy. There are now 3,400 members of the group. The trade in tigers and other wild cat parts is on the increase. A new study reports there's a surge mainly in Mong Ma, a Burmese town bordering China. It says the number of shops selling such products have trebled in the last 8 years. Tiger parts were found in 80% of the surveys, representing at least 200 animals. The most common parts were from clouded leopards, which number fewer than 500 in the world. Daily Mail royal editor and sometime friend of Princess Diana, Richard Kay, has had a pop at the princes for the love of shooting sports. In an article headlined "Slaughter by Royal Appointment," he writes about the apparent mismatch between Prince William's campaign to save endangered species and his brother's love of big game hunting. Kay illustrates the article with pictures of the prince's ancestors shooting big game, including King George V shooting tigers on a trip to India in 1911. The American Kennel Club has added a new hunting breed. The Sicilian rabbit hunting, wait for it, Cerneco del Etna, joins the Spanish water dog, an Italian sheepdog called a Bermanasco, and a South African watchdog called a Burble, which will become recognised breeds on the 1st of January 2015. And finally, do you want to use up those old shotgun cartridges? Women's Outdoor News has brought out a recipe for how to make a lighted shot shell wreath. Its correspondent, Barbara Baird, used a strand of 100 clear lights, 100 empty coloured shot shells and a green wreath. Included in the recipe is 1 bottle of Chardonnay. You are now up to date with Fieldsports Channel News. Stalking the stories, fishing for facts.
Thank you, David. Now let's see what you lot have been up to. It is Hallo Charlie.
Charlie, this is Bill, shooting water jugs in the Arizona desert. This time I'm using a CZ and 416 Rigby.
Hello Charlie, Paul and Brian here, out on a lovely Saturday morning at Dubridge shooting.
Hi Charlie.
Hiya Charlie, this is Alan in Northumberland, out to see if we can get a rhodo this morning. It's quite a nice December morning, there's not much movement, the forest just starting to come alive a little bit at the moment. I really enjoy the show, keep up the good work.
That's it. Please send me your Hallo Charlies via Facebook, YouTube, Dropbox or email charlie@fieldsportschannel.tv. Now how can it be Christmas without the Fieldsports Channel blooper reel? And of course it is Christmas, so here they are.
Oh, you don't lose it, son! Welcome to Fieldsports Britain. Coming up, me.
Can you do a hard one for me?
Oh, you hate us. Go on.
How do you measure a trophy squirrel?
The size of his nuts.
Roy has been ram raiding.
I've sacked Beck and I brought out Jordan the Ginger Giant. To cap it all off, you'll probably see a little white-eyed smile. Does that look good? With the big pointy ears and the long nose is Foxy, yes? In front of you. Don't show my chins!
Hi Mike, and keep up the Zumba. Way to go.
Friend.
You want more friends?
At this point, I'm going to go and punch his face.
Hallo Charlie. Me close, don't let me go. Whoa, no.
Actually, just doing simple things like making a cup of tea. I haven't got any f***s.
I thought you liked my nipples. Come on. Should we go play?
Yeah, Dom. I can see myself on telly.
Alright, I'm going to stop that. Any difference to shooting a duck compared to a crow or shooting a pigeon?
No, not really. Depends how they're coming in. They might just be flopping in here, well, they ain't going to be that hard.
Thanks, Don, for that. I didn't think that was the response you were looking for. No, not really. Next.
I thought it's best if we've got as many howling hounds around us as possible. And then, that way it just keeps the deer on their toes.
Yeah, coming in. Two coming in. Yeah, Ruby, 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 Ruby. Is it your today, the pair of you me off?
Cut! The great snorting fellow.
Farmers in South and on hunting bears, on local bears. Farmers in the
The wind's been quite poor, so we've been struggling to get it up. Hang on. So at the moment we've been struggling, hang on, for the last week or so we haven't had the wind, so Ian's really been struggling to keep it up. Hang on, ready?
Mum, I've told you, stop leaving comments on YouTube.
Say la vie, whatever that means.
Bullocks.
To see how they deal out on long range. That's crap. The biathletes take 25 seconds to take... No, don't.
How often do you wash your clothes?
I don't.
Blind them and then we can run them over with the Argo. But we'll give it a go. So I think the idea is, I didn't like the sound of that, that sounded terrible.
That's enough, thank you.
Take 25 seconds for 5 shots. Let's see what we can do here.
Oh, bollocks.
Now, we've got something rather special for Christmas this year. It's a global hunting survey. Here's a little film to introduce you to it. Are you one of the millions of hunters across the planet? If so, we want to hear from you. For the first time ever, thanks to social media, we have the reach and the technology to paint a picture of hunting around the world in the 21st century. It's a social experiment as much as a survey. We're asking who hunts, with what and why. We also want to know about things you like and things you don't like. Are you loud and proud about your hunting, or do you keep it from your friends or even your family? Are you brand aware? Are you deaf? Would you miss a friend's wedding to go on a shooting trip of a lifetime? There are dilemmas, no-brainers, plus a quiz, and it shouldn't take more than a coffee break to complete. There are sensible questions and not so sensible. Some will apply to you, others won't, but ultimately we want to use the information to tell the world what's important to you, the modern-day global hunter. Apart from saving the world, there are other incentives too. By entering, you have a chance to win a full top-of-the-range Harkila Torridon outfit worth thousands in your own currency, plus goodies from Jack Pike, BSA, John Rothery, Zeiss and others. So, are you a lone wolf or part of a pack? Are you more Lupton than Crow or more Crow than Crow? Click on the link, enter and share. We think it's fun and interesting, and you won't get better odds on winning quality shooting gear. Please take part. Please tell your friends. Now, I'm not going to say the wider world, the narrower world of hunting and shooting on YouTube. It is Hunting YouTube. This is Hunting YouTube, which aims to show the best hunting and shooting videos that YouTube has to offer. This week I am going unashamedly Christmassy, starting with Gordon H, who sends in his film of pheasant shooting and a partridge on an English syndicate shoot. For some festive hawking, Dale News 1 is putting up with a whipping wind in the Yorkshire Dales. Off to the USA, where the field archer is late season bow hunting deer. What's the link with Christmas? The meat goes to Hunters Helping the Hungry, a food bank charity in New Jersey that has delivered more than 40,000 venison meals to the poor already this year. For the slightly less orthodox, Tutu Plinkster asks how many Christmas ornaments a Tutu rimfire round will go through. Answers as ever on YouTube. More explosions, and this time it's Chaos 311 Clarity's Chaos Christmas Special with extra slow-mo explosions. Our old pal Jörg Sprava comes up with a way of weaponizing Christmas. It's what he does. The Santa Slayer launches Christmas trees with the use of rubber at passing flying sleighs. Finally, it's outtake time. ITS Tactical 2014 Outtakes is now in its 5th year, and Climbing Arrow 2014 Outtakes is the gag reel from Jason's 2014 elk hunt at the Climbing Arrow Ranch in Montana. That's it for this week. If you have a YouTube film you would like us to pop into the weekly top 8, send it in via YouTube or email me the link, charlie@fieldsportschannel.tv. Well, if you didn't like any of that talent, how about some of our own homegrown? The Finest Airgun Show on YouTube reaches the end of its first year with James Marchington after squirrels, Darren Rogers using night vision for rats, and our blooper reel showing where it all went occasionally wrong. Click on the link on the screen to watch it. It's the Schools Challenge Year in Review. TSC Academy members step forward and say what they have learned. There is an interview with the man behind the school shooting facilities at Breedon, and it's the must-watch TSC blooper reel, the finest outtakes and embarrassing moments. Well, we are of course back next week, very nearly the end of 2014. I'm off inside in a minute to do some traditional cockle warming. Well, it's traditional around here. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Go to our website, fieldsportschannel.tv, where you can click to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or pop your email address into our constant contact box, and we will constantly contact you about our programme, Fieldsports Britain, at 7 p.m. UK time every Wednesday. This has been Fieldsports Britain. Good hunting, good shooting, good fishing, happy Christmas, and goodbye.